just rained up here, so this might be a little difficult to start. But if I can't get this started, then I brought my man, I forgot what they're called, pocket rockets, whatever, jet rockets, something like that. Rocket stove, that's what it is. So we'll try that if this doesn't work. I really need one of those like butane lighters. Oh, come on, wind. Just give me 30 seconds. I can get this going. I think we're going. Woohoo! I think we got success. This wood's been sitting up here, and it's been raining for the last 3 days, so it's a little wet for sure. Still got flames going. It's a really good sign. Ooh, hot. Okay. Round two. We're back out here. It's a couple weeks later, and you can probably tell because everything's a little greener out here. So I got some more water here from the creek, and we're gonna go ahead and get this boiling. And we're out here to make some coffee. Got some of this Camacho coffee, Highlander grog. It's a medium roast, and gonna be using this pretty simple pour over, collapsible pour over thing. Just got it on Amazon. It was like $10, so we'll see how that works out. I've already used this before. It works actually really good. I like it a lot. So we'll go and let the water get boiling, which is actually almost there. This fire is very hot right now. So give it a couple more minutes and I think we'll be right there. This is the really cheap Walmart Ozark Trail Cup, but it's like, I think it's a universal size. They make REI sells one that is the same size, costs like 3 times as much, 4 times as much maybe. This is just a simple coffee filter. It probably works better with those like triangular coffee filters, but this is gonna work just fine. So this is a maple spice with a hint of whiskey, and you can actually really taste the whiskey. I've never been much for measuring, so I'm just gonna kind of guess here. Yeah, I've never had too much coffee, that's for sure. So let's try that. Yeah, there we go. full rolling boil. It's going to be too hot? No, that's fine. Alright. Guess the trick here is just to pour very slowly. Make sure you coat all the coffee grounds with that nice boiling water. Got a nice frothy top. A little froth action going on. Just take it nice and slow. I actually kind of went a little too fast there. But we're almost there. There we go. This smells amazing. Woo! Oh yeah. I don't know if you guys can see that. It looks so good. Smell the whiskey, and the maple. There is no alcohol in here, but it's got a hint of whiskey to it. Let's give it a taste. Oh man, it's good. Man, it's so good. I wanted to do this at sunset, but it wasn't very realistic. Not to mention drinking coffee right before sunset or right at sunset would keep me up all night. But it's Saturday. I don't have to work tomorrow. Really, I got the whole night ahead of me. Got a couple hours of sunlight out here. But it sure is beautiful. Everything's starting to bud a little bit. There's a lot of greenery coming in. Winter is definitely over. But the pastures down there look amazing. It looks like it's just covered in this like very soft, like mossy, like greenery, but it's just grass. From up here, it looks like it's just this like green velvet. So good. Last time I was up here, I was just hanging out. I had my brother and my brother's friend with me, and when we were walking back down, it was like right at sunset, so visibility wasn't really the greatest, and I stepped right over a really fat copperhead. It scared the bejeebus out of me. I mean, I'm surprised it didn't strike me. I was actually like kind of coming off of a rock, going downhill, and that copperhead was sitting right underneath the rock. I didn't get any video of it because I was too freaked out at the time, but I did take some pictures, so I'll try and roll in those pictures right now as I'm talking. But I was coming off of this rock, and right underneath the rock was this really fat copperhead, and it was all coiled up, and its head was sticking up, looked like it was ready to strike. And quite honestly, I don't know why it didn't just bite me. I mean, I stepped right over it. I almost stepped right on it. If I were to step right on it, I might not be here right now. This was like a few days ago. but I took it slow coming back up here, and I didn't see any snakes. But, you know, nothing against that copperhead. It could have bit me, but it didn't, so it's cool in my book. Just freaked the hell out of me, though. It freaked out my my brother and my brother's friend. My brother's friend was right behind me, and he thought that I was playing a joke on him, and then I had dropped some big rubber snake on the ground, and so I stepped over it. I didn't see it right away, and then all of a sudden he saw it, and he went, "Is that real?" I turned around and saw it. It's like, yep, that is real. So we just walked around it. It was camouflaged so well too in the dead leaves in the dirty ground. A little White Stripes reference there. But I'm surprised that my brother's friend saw it. Good for him. He has good eyes. Gosh, this coffee is so good. But I'm not going to let some big old fat copperhead keep me from enjoying myself up here. If I see it again, I might make friends with it. Try and feed it a little mouse or something. I'm just kidding. Yeah. I didn't want to kill it. I don't really believe in killing things. So it's still around here, lurking in the woods. Love listening to nature up here. There's a road that's down there too, so sometimes you get the sound of traffic, but right now it's actually the day before Easter. So I bet everybody's at home just hanging out with their families. And I'm up here hanging out with myself and you guys. So thanks for keeping me company while I drink this Highlander grog. Yeah, let's see here. Camacho Coffee. Pretty cool name for a coffee company. Camacho. But I'm not exactly sure where it's from. Let's see if it says it. Oh yeah. So right now we're in like northeastern Missouri, and the stuff says it's from Columbia, Missouri. That's pretty cool. So it's definitely a local coffee company. But it's nice being able to drink some locally sourced coffee made with locally sourced water on top of a campfire that's on top of a hill, looking out over this beautiful scenery here. These are the rolling hills of northeastern Missouri, just outside Clarksville. The Mississippi River is that way. Not too far, like a couple miles that way. I can actually see Illinois from up here. I can see Russia from my porch. Ugh. My grog's getting cold. Yeah, one more sip here. Good stuff. And if you're like me, you need a cigarette to go along with that cup of coffee. It's almost nothing better. Well, one thing that would make it better is a butane lighter. It's hard to light. There we go. love this little spot up here. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be able to keep coming up here. Unfortunately, I'm the only one out of my family that really comes out here anymore. Everybody else has grown up and moved away. And I think my family's trying to sell this property. It sucks. I love this piece of land. It's my favorite place in the whole wide world. Because there's no other place that I can drive out to within about an hour. It takes about an hour to get out here. I can just do whatever I want. Make a campfire, cook some food, shoot some guns, just have a good time. You notice that people love to tell you what you shouldn't do? They never really tell you what you should do. They only tell you what you shouldn't do. Well, I'm going to tell you that you should do whatever the heck you want to do. Just don't hurt anybody in the process. Be responsible. Be smart. But most of all, have fun. Don't get bogged down in all of life's little problems. Especially when they don't like really even affect you. I mean, whatever happens in the world, you know, that clock's just going to keep going forward. Time's just going to keep moving on. And you can get bogged down and stressed out about all the problems of the world. You can pretend like you're going to fix all the problems of the world. Or you can just focus on yourself and fix your own problems. Uh-oh. It's a piece of my car. But it's okay, I think it's the scratch card. Kind of what it's there for, right? Whoops. I'll get that on the way back.